I've got the box controlling it from Rook's apartment. I'm bringing it to the ministry to see if they can use it to stop the mist. How's it going there? In the Rook family kitchen, Harry's comcoin finished relaying Ron's message. Tobias stood completely still. Then he said quietly, "You can't stop it, Harry Potter." Harry pulled off the invisibility cloak and let it fall to the floor. "You can't do this, Tobias," Harry said. "You know this is wrong." Tobias turned to face him. His eyes were cold. "Magic is wrong," he said, "and you're wrong." He noticed Harry's face covering and gave a short, humorless laugh. "I see you figured it out. Not bad." He produced a vial and threw it to the floor. Harry didn't move. Tobias lifted a dish towel and tied it over his own face. Harry lowered his wand slightly, then holstered it. It would be useless until the mist cleared. "You've learned," Tobias said. Harry looked at him. "You want to know what I learned?" "I learned you're an amazing man. I don't know why your mother couldn't see that." Tobias laughed once. "Nice try, Harry Potter." "That won't work on me. I've heard empty words my whole life. You tried your best. It's not your fault. You're special in your own way." He kicked the chair aside. Harry stayed where he was. "And taking things away from people is the answer?" "I'm stopping something," Tobias said. "I'm stopping a world that told me I was useless just because I couldn't wave a stick." Harry's voice sharpened. "You're not stopping it. You're becoming it." At Gringotts, Robards was staring out through the entrance window as the mist dropped lower until it reached the tops of the buildings in the alley. He found Migsby and spoke quickly. "We need to get everyone into the vaults before the mist reaches us." Migsby's expression didn't change. "That is off limits." Robards cut him off. "This is not the time for procedure. These are people." "These are goblins," Migsby said flatly. Robards glared at him. "Wait here." Migsby stepped away and gathered several goblins in a tight cluster. They spoke in low, urgent tones. Then, one by one, the goblins moved together to the vault door. They opened it and began filing inside. Fast. Not calmly anymore, but with visible panic. Robards hurried after them. "Hey, you can't just..." He reached the vault door, but it shut in his face just before he could get through. "Goblins," he muttered, slapping a hand against the door. Ron entered the ministry and hurried to the potions lab, carrying the metal box with him. Hermione was there with several other ministry witches, all of them working on the mist sample. Ron set the box down in front of her. "It's a magic detonator," he said, "but there's an extra different button on the side that looks added. Did you see that?" Hermione's face went pale as Ron continued. "Can you stop it? It's controlling a cloud of mist over Diagon Alley and everyone's trapped." Hermione covered her mouth. "No. All those people." Ron looked at the box. "Can we stop it with this thing?" "Yes," Hermione said quickly, already thinking. "But we need Rook's code. There has to be a button sequence. That's something that resets it. That should stop the cloud." "Great," Ron said. "Where's Harry?" Back in the kitchen, Tobias frowned at Harry. "I'm becoming it?" he repeated. Harry stepped forward. "Your mother told you that without magic, you were useless. She was wrong. But look at what you're doing. You're about to walk into Diagon Alley and prove her right." Tobias's jaw tightened. Harry kept going. "She said without magic, we were nothing. Not worthy. And now you're planning to take magic away from everyone, just to prove what? That she was right? That everyone becomes useless?" Tobias said, "I'm proving I'm better than her." "No," Harry said. "You're proving she won. You're proving her cruelty was justified. You're saying the only thing that matters is what someone can do, not who they are." Tobias dropped his head. "Then what am I supposed to do? Forgive her? Forgive them all?" Harry's tone softened. "I don't know. I don't have all the answers." He took another step forward. "But I do know this. The man who built a way to break unbreakable enchantments without magic, that man isn't useless. That man is brilliant, and he could do so much more than destroy." Tobias looked up, his eyes wet. "Is that how you really see it?" "I see you," Harry said. "Not your mother's version of you." Harry's comcoin vibrated. He pulled it out and heard Ron's voice. "Harry, where are you? We need Rook to stop this thing. He's got a code that should shut it down. Do you have him in custody? Was he there at the house?" Harry turned to Tobias. "It's up to you now," he said. "You can stop this. What's the code?" Tobias looked torn for only a second. "There isn't one," he said, "but I connected the stabilizer sequence to my own button on the side. Tell her that's the one that's different from the rest. That'll stop it. Tell her." Harry relayed the message immediately. For a moment, there was only silence. Then Ron's voice came through, strained. "Oh, bloody hell. What's happening?" At Gringotts, the mist hovered just above the floor, close enough now to brush the tops of people's heads. Men, women, and children lay flat on the stone floor, trying to make themselves as small as possible. Some were crying. Some were trying to speak incantations to no avail. All of them were waiting. Robards looks out at all the people around him. He can see Mr. Hollis lying near. The mist just tickles the brim of his hat as he closes his eyes and awaits the inevitable loss of his magical powers, his way of life, his soul. Then, without warning, the purple mist changed. It began to break apart, transforming into a pale lavender powder that drifted slowly downward. A fine coating settled over the people in the bank. There was coughing, sneezing, and confusion, but no one lost their magic. Robards pushed himself up, shaking the dust from his robe. His comcoin vibrated in his hand. Hermione's voice came through. "Got your message and activated the stabilizers." Robards stared at the coin, then tapped it. Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, Hermione Granger. His voice caught. The mist's been turned into its harmless powder state. We're safe. Gringotts, the shops, everyone. I don't know how you pulled it off, but thank you. Thank you. Now get yourselves over here before I have a heart attack. He paused, then added, and bring a broom. A week later, the Leaky Cauldron was closed for a private party, a rare and generous move from Tom, who had shut the tavern to host a surprise celebration for Neville Longbottom. Neville had passed his teaching exam and been accepted into Hogwarts' teaching program, working directly under Professor Sprout in herbology. Harry gave Neville a warm hug. They're lucky to have you, Neville. Thanks, Harry, Neville said, smiling. Harry carried over a tray with 6 tall glasses of oak-aged mead and set them on the table where Ron, Hermione, Ginny, Robards, and Beatrice were already seated. He sat down, and Ron lifted his glass. To Neville. Everyone raised theirs with him. Robards turned to Hermione. So how's our new potions prodigy doing? Hermione smiled. Tobias? He's a genius. He's actually getting along well with everyone in the lab. That's good, Robards said, but we're keeping an eye on him, right? Part of his sentence is the trace, and 10 years of ministry service, just making sure everything's staying on track. Hermione nodded. He's doing well. He knows what he did was wrong, and he's working hard to change. Robards gave a small, satisfied nod. I know. I trust you. Then he raised his drink. To Harry, Ron, and Hermione for saving the day again. Cheers.